I passed my physical yesterday for the Department of Transportation. It means I'm going to live for 2 more years. Maybe. Well, anyway, I can transport America's youth for a couple more years. I guess that's good. We wouldn't want me to become a recluse, would we? I don't think they understand that I live for Mr. Mike. There were some comments this week that distressed me about Mr. Mike. I could not believe that it's enough they to attack me for being old. They can see when they look at the little icon that it's an old man video. So why do they watch it if they're going to be upset? He called me a retarded old man. Bothered me. But when he attacked Mr. Mike, you know, Mr. Mike, from when I first met him, has done a lot of things for me. He's allowed me to raise 3 kids. He's allowed me to sit across the table from presidents. He even was with me when I met Buckminster Fuller and talked with him. And Mr. Microphone has been with me through my entire life. And I think back, this microphone, it's the only thing that through my entire life is still part of me and still with me. As Johnny Cash said, in the end they all go away. Well, so far Mr. Mike has not gone away. All that's ever changed is what Mr. Mike is connected to. You know, he's cost me friends, and he's made far more than he's cost me. He's kept me honest. It's hard to lie to Mr. Microphone. What he's connected to. Maybe talking to some friends through him on the ham radio, I could really stretch things. But here on YouTube, don't want to stretch it that much because the world is listening to Mr. Mike. It really bothers me that there's so much hatred today. I think about a good friend of mine. Actually, a lady who I thought maybe I would at one point get serious with. But then she was talking to me about Obama, and she used that N-word, and it gave me thought. I can't. We're so different. But the coup de la ca. Cover your ears. I'm going to use a bad word. First, let me give some background on this. This is going to be a real vlog. She was telling me how difficult it was for her to live on her $600 Social Security check when her trailer space rental was over $400 a month. And I said, well, you know, I do have access to a way that I might be able to ask one of the presidential nominees that question for you. And I did, and it was chosen. Unfortunately, it was not used on the actual interview with Obama. But I wrote her an email, and I said, as to the conversation that we had the other day, I have, I think, an opportunity to ask one of the candidates, and here is the link to that video. That's all I said. Now, she has always, and I don't know why it is, maybe it's because she did not know me when I was a broadcaster, but she's always felt that broadcasting was kind of a, well, my family felt that way too. It wasn't a real job. And she is obsessed with my yard. It's not enough that I've spent thousands and thousands of dollars to make the front of the house look just perfect. She wants the yard now to be perfect. And the cleaning of the house inside and the yard work are the things that she perceives to be important. So she wrote back to me. I'm asking you because my response here may have been incorrect. She wrote back to me, how many times did I say I'm not interested in your crap? That really bothered me. Not interested in my crap. That's my life's work. It's what I've done. It's more than that. It's what I am. So I wrote back and I told her, I don't appreciate your calling my life's work crap. And I won't write her again. Because we are like on two different planets. I should have known that when she told me that she wouldn't vote for Obama because he was that N-word. But it's given me thought. I, as this election can do, change directions of my life, often based on principle, based on what I perceive to be correct. Even my kids tell me, you know, if you would say what people wanted you to say, we'd have a much larger inheritance to look forward to. That distresses me too. Where did I go wrong raising those kids? Anyway, can't change things. I don't think I'm going to change. And they can keep writing their comments and talk to me about how retarded I am. I may be retarded. I don't think so. But I sleep at night. And I can lose a few friends here and there and a few subscribers here and there. But I will remain what I have always been. Whether it's playing here on YouTube, which I really don't consider playing, or laying around watching TV. I'll continue to try to maintain some kind of credibility. And I wish I could remember what I was going to do to end this video that would be climactic. Sometimes things don't have climactic endings, if you will excuse me.